Hi, I just thought I would shoot a video to tell everyone how I am because I've had so many lovely messages from so many people. I feel really elated, really overwhelmed. Just thank you for every single one of your messages. It's just been wonderful. So, yeah, my solo channel swim attempt yesterday was perfect conditions. Lance Oram and Tanya Harding, great pilot, great team. They got me out 2.5 hours before the high tide, and I couldn't have asked for a better track across the channel, really. It was exactly as I'd hoped. The first part of the swim leading up to the first tanker zone, it was exciting because I'd just got in and the adrenaline was going, and every time I fed I could see the white cliffs of Dover, and so that was all quite exciting. And then as I went into the first tanker shipping lane, oh my god, the tankers, when they came past, they were so big and they moved so fast, and I was like a kid seeing a train or something for the first time. I was like, wow. And then I got into what's called the separation zone in the middle, and I kind of knew I was there because obviously I had the tankers behind me. And then that's when the tide turned, and that is when it got really, really hard. I hated it. There were so many hard things because I couldn't see England anymore. I couldn't see France at all. It was in a haze and a mist. There was not a single, okay, I think there was like one tanker that I saw come down the other tanker lane. So there was nothing to look at, nothing to occupy me. Really, really sick. I started wrenching and throwing up, and I did throw up quite, well, it felt to me quite dramatically. I think my crew found it funny. But, I'm face down in the water, being sick, and it was just the salt water and the fumes. And also the fact that my crew decided, not my crew, the pilot decided to cook a dinner of some kind. And anyway, all in all, I felt sick. I was just like, oh. So I got a bit grumpy. But I used the sun a lot to help me judge the time. I knew that the sun set at 7:30, or 20 past 7. So once I did there, I could do the maths. I thought, I've been in the water 12.5 hours now. I hoped to be a 14 to 15 hour swimmer. And I could see the people on the boat. Of course, I could see them getting excited because they could see France and they're pointing things out. So it really spurred me on. And as darkness came, I knew I didn't have too far left to go. But I have to say, if you look at my track, had I missed Cap Grenay, I would have entered into what's known as the graveyard, where you miss the cap and you go back up the coast of France. And of course, because the coast curves away, it's too hard to get in. So I don't know what I would have done if I had missed that, because I was thinking all the people that have donated and to the charities that I nominated. So two funny things about the charities I've nominated. Firstly, Worldwide Cancer Research. I'm so pleased I chose you, and thank you so much for sending your t-shirts, because I don't know if you saw, but my crew were wearing them whilst they were wearing their silly hats. And the times when I found the swim really, really tough, I kept looking at their t-shirts and thinking, this is nothing compared to somebody dealing with cancer. The pain that I'm experiencing now is nothing compared to that, not for the person or the family or the friends. And my good friend Sophie Papignon, she's been dealing with breast cancer this year, and I had her name written on my arm, and I just kept really focusing on her. So thank you, Worldwide Cancer Research. It was great. And then the other charity, Fifth Sense, it was making me laugh because I was explaining earlier the smell and the taste from the taste of the sea salt and the smell of the fuel from the boat and the cooking that was on the boat. I kind of wish I didn't have a sense of smell and taste, because then I wouldn't have been sick, maybe. And I was sort of, it was just ironic, really. But as I've explained in a lot of my videos, it's really important. You can't smell danger when you lose your sense of smell, and there's a lot of jobs you can't do as a consequence, and then you lose a lot of pleasure in life. from losing your sense of smell and taste. So the charity Fifth Sense, there's bags of help and advice. They've got loads of workshops that they run. So yeah, if you know of anyone, and you all will know of somebody, please engage with the charity, because they'd love to hear from you and support you as best they can.